In this video, we will tell you how to get a toned abs at home in just 10 minutes a day, break down the specifics of abdominal muscle training, and show you the best exercises. So, watching until the end will be educational. Where to start abs training? If you wish to get a toned abs but haven't worked out before, the matter may not progress further. The training will constantly be postponed. To prevent this, always plan in advance the time you consider best for yourself and your schedule, for example, in the morning. By doing this, you will already avoid postponing for later. It's not enough to just choose a set of exercises. Even at home, your workout program should be detailed from start to finish. This means you know exactly which day you train down to each set and which days you rest. In other words, you have a plan for the upcoming week or even better, a month. The specificity of Abby's workouts. Definition is created through the pumping of certain muscle groups. You can pump arms, legs, and of course the abs separately. The peculiarities of muscle structure are such that they only pump after receiving a huge amount of load. First, they must get microscopic tears during the healing of which the process of strengthening occurs. It prevents the fibers from being damaged again under the same level of loads next time. This allows you to progress and continuously get strong and defined muscles. The principle seems quite simple. Load the muscles and wait for the result. But in reality, it's much more complicated. There are several nuances to abs training. First, the abs are not as uniform as, for example, the biceps or triceps, which have just a few bundles. The abies have 6 main packs and oblique muscles, leading to difficulties in training since it's impossible to pump them all at once. To get beautiful and toned abs, you need to perform a variety of exercises. They should consist of movements that train both. Second, abs training cannot be done to exhaustion. If, for example, we are pumping arms, the load can be increased by using additional weights. Here, this option will not work. Abs are pumped with an emphasis on endurance, that is, overcoming muscle resistance. Representatives of both the weaker and stronger sex pump abs to acquire a beautiful stomach, but not always fully understand one important nuance of such training. They do not burn fat layers. Of course, it goes away, but not as much as many would like. This point must definitely be taken into account when deciding to focus exclusively on pumping the abdominal press. If a person with excess weight begins to pump the stomach and achieves excellent results, they will get a flat and firm abs, but against the backdrop of fat deposits, it won't add beauty to the figure. To be slim and toned, it is necessary not only to train, but also to eat right. Excess weight and a flat stomach do not go well together. To train the abs at home, especially for non-working or home-working people, it is necessary to move as much as possible. It requires combining the performance of active, static, and developing movements. If you do something alone, getting a flat, firm stomach will not work. By performing only lateral and conventional crunches, you will only get 4 upper beautifully expressed packs, but protruding sides and a hanging lower part will not go anywhere. How to properly train the abs? Everything must be done strictly according to schedule. The ideal time for pumping the abs at home is the morning hours. It is at this time that the stomach muscles are better subjected to load. If you want to get rid of the fat layer in the abdominal area, it is necessary to make the body burn it. How to do it? Leave a window of about 14 hours between the last meal and the workout. This forces the body to spend energy reserves and fat deposits since there is absolutely nowhere to take it from. Exercises should be performed as slowly as possible, observing all the rules of technical execution. It is highly not recommended to involve muscles that have nothing to do with the abs. Only abdominal muscles should work. You can train 6 days in a row and leave 1 for rest, or every other day. Both options are good. The main thing is to consider your own level of preparation and possibilities. Everything depends on personal goals. If you train every day, the abs will not only pump, but also strengthen, unlike 3 training days. In daily activities, sets are performed not to exhaustion, but for 20-30 minutes at an average pace. Such a schedule will not be difficult for the body. The best exercises for pumping abs at home. Mountain climber, performed according to the following scheme. Take a lying support, pull the knee to the chest, repeat the same action with the second leg. The exercise is recommended to be performed as slowly as possible. The amplitude of the movement should be full. The more you stretch the muscles, the more effective it will be for training. You can alternatively do everything as quickly as possible. In such a pace, more fat will be burned. Crunches are done in several stages. Lie down on the floor, bend your knees, cross your hands on your chest or behind your head. lift the torso until the lower back comes off the floor surface. The movement is excellent for warming up and is recommended to be performed before more complex exercises. Do not neglect it. Its seeming simplicity does not negate its effectiveness. Bicycle crunches standing are performed as follows. Stand up straight, raise your hands up, spreading your elbows horizontally to the sides, palms facing upwards. Alternately, raise your knees, touching the opposite elbow. This exercise excellently warms up the abs muscles and works out both the upper and lower part. Russian twists are done this way. Sit on the floor, lean back slightly, lift your legs off the ground to a small height and keep them in that position. Rotate the torso to different sides, stretching the oblique muscles during the twists. Try to keep your legs in one place. They should not sway with the movements. You can and should use a small weight, such as a water bottle or dumbbell. Leg raises are performed as follows. Lie down on the floor, place your hands at your hips, slowly raise your legs up and lower them. Keep your hands near the pelvis. You should not help yourself by pressing down. The legs must be raised by the effort of the abs. Side bends to the feet are done in the following way. Lie down on the floor, bend your knees and spread them slightly to the sides, slightly lift the torso and alternately touch the feet with your hand. Do not twist. The movements should be contracting and work out the oblique muscles of the abs. Thank you for watching this video to the end. If you found it interesting, please like and subscribe to our channel. There will be much more useful information to come. See you in the next meetings.